This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so first we'll discuss few basic things of this Informatica, then we'll open that tool, how to open and how to close all those, and few basic things we'll do today. Okay, so this tool is Informatica PowerCenter. Tool name is not Informatica, tool name is PowerCenter. Informatica is the company name. Like TCS, IBM, Accenture, Wipro, Informatica also one company. This Informatica company developed so many tools. Out of all those tools, PowerCenter also one tool. Okay, so this PowerCenter is designed basically for ETL tool only, ETL activity only. It will extract the data, it will transform the data, and it will load the data. For that purpose only, it is designed, this PowerCenter tool. And many people are telling this PowerCenter tool as ETL automation also, but this is related to data, not related to application. Application things we will not touch here. We'll take the data from one place, we'll transform that, we'll put that into other places. That is the main activity here. So data related automation is not in good page actually. Everywhere they are trying and not getting success. Automation is basically designed for application only, application automation. So some are telling this as automation, some are not telling this is automation. So anything we can go, one type of semi automation we can tell. Okay, so in this PowerCenter, few components are there. Total 4 components. One is repository. This is purely designed for admin only, repository. We will not work on this repository. Development, support, and testing people will not work. And another is designer. Third one is workflow manager. Fourth one is workflow monitor. These are 4 components. So any tool you can use, 4 components will be there. And in this Informatica or any ETL tool you are going, 4 types of requirements also there. One is for development, another is for testing, another is for support, and another is for admin. Okay, so for admin, this repository only required, and for development, testing, and support, these 3 components are required. So using repository, what to do? Installation, configuration, those related things only. Deployment, those activity will come. So purely that is admin work. Okay. And whatever we'll cover this Informatica PowerCenter part, you can go for the testing and support both. You can apply. Same syllabus, same course only, same topics we'll cover. And for development, few more things are required. Some other transformations are required, and a few other concepts also required. Okay, so what is this PowerCenter? This PowerCenter is a single one unified enterprise data integration platform. So this is a data integration platform. So how it will integrate? If our source is multiple, suppose one source is Oracle, another source is DB2, another source is suppose Excel sheet. 3 places we have the data, but we want to take all those data and keep into one place. So manually if you will do, then that is not an easy task. Different data types are there, different types of data are there, column sequence will be not same, then so many difficulty we'll get after merging those data if you are keeping into one place. If only one source, then that is fine, we can do that, or developer people can do that using some Python program or PLSQL store procedure, function, trigger, cursor, they can use, and they can do that. But if multiple sources it is coming with different format, then that is very, very difficult. In that case, basically companies are looking for the tool. Okay, so this is one integration tool, means data it will integrate and make in a common format. So from 5 sources, if you are getting the data, one is Oracle, another is SQL Server, another is DB2, another is text file, another is Excel sheet. Different formats are there. All together it will take in one place, and then it will make a common format, and that format data it will load into the target location. So that's why we can tell it as an integration tool also. Okay, so it is used in many government organizations also, if those type of data are coming with different sizes. and then it will be used to deliver, or it will change the format and it will deliver that, and it is very faster. If the same thing we'll do by using some program or some other script or some language, then it will take so many time. Suppose that is taking 2 months, then here it will take just 1 month, 1 minute only. That's why it is very good tool. Okay, so the basic intention of this is integration of the data with extract, transform and load. So we can extract the data from somewhere, and some transformations are there, we can utilize those transformations, then finally we can load into some other database or somewhere. Our source and target database can be same, can be different also. It can be file, it can be table also. So whenever we'll do this ETL activity, we can get the data either in Excel or any text file or HTML, XML. Those are not coming nowadays. Nowadays only coming as Excel or text file, otherwise some database. That only you will get. Earlier it was coming with some other sources also, like mainframe, PeopleSoft, CBEL, all those things also it was coming. Now all those are integrating or taking the data as a text or Excel, or they are putting into DB and they are giving. So nowadays it is easier only. Okay, so any kind of database if you are using, then what are those database can be Oracle, or that can be SQL Server or Postgres or anything. So database if you are using, then as a table format we are getting. All database are containing tables only, like employees, departments, all are tables only. So as a table we are getting the data. If we are getting the data like Excel or text file or sometimes JSON file also it will come. So that JSON file can be converted into text file. Online editors are there. In online we can upload this JSON, that is free only. In Google we can you can search and upload. So that JSON format it will convert to text format or Excel format or database format. So that is easy only, just 1 minute, 2 minutes it will take if it is coming with this JSON format. Okay, now at the end what we are getting, all the DB related are table, and all these files related. JSON is a file, text file, Excel file, CSV file. So those are coming, we can tell it as a file. So at the end it is broadly classified into two categories, either in table or in file. It is not available with any other third one. So any kind of Excel, text, JSON, all those we are getting, those are files. Any kind of DB related we are getting, those are tables. Okay, any application is coming also, those will come as a tabular format only. Okay, so this table and file we have to use here. So it can be source, it can be target. Means this table can be source, table can be target, file can be source, file can be target. Anything is possible. So any to any is possible. Then total how many combinations will come? This is one interview also. How many combinations you can do in ETL activity? Table to table, file to file, like that if you will do, then total how many permutation combination it will come? How many combinations? One is table to table, I told. Similarly, next how many it will come? Can you tell?
4.
Okay, what are those?
Table to file,
Table to table, table to file,
file to table,
file to table, file to file, file to file. So any to any is possible. But if you will see in the real time, table to table and another is file to table. These are having 90%, 95%. So who are directly working on that without knowing any other knowledge or basic concepts, then they are telling that it is possible only table to table and file to table. Table to file and file to file is not possible, they are telling, but everything is possible. So we'll do all those. We'll start with table to table, which is easy one. Then we'll go one by one.
Table in the sense Excel it will come, sir?
Table, no, Excel is a file. Table means database, Oracle which we are using.
Okay.
Employees, that is a table. So at the end we can convert that. If table data is there, we can export also, that will come as a Excel sheet. If Excel sheet is there, we can import also, that will go to the table. So any one is there, we can make it another. That is easy thing, nothing is there with that.
In this, we need to have a structured data, or we can have unstructured.
Structured.
But here, but in text we get like unstructured data, right?
In text file means structured data only they will give. In text, it can contain structure and semi-structure it can contain. But for ETL and database related project, we will get only structured data. Semi-structure will not come. So JSON is one kind of semi-structure. Nowadays, we are getting some JSON file. So it will convert into text file. In online, convert JSON file to text file. If you will search in Google, it will come with some options. Upload that JSON file, click submit button, it will convert to text file. And that text file again, it will come as a structured data. So ETL, all these which we are doing, those are purely structured only. Semi-structure will come in big data, not here.
Prakash, so the data which is coming in form of table from the different databases. So what is the extension of those files which are coming like something coming from Oracle or SQL Server in table format? So it's like it's also a file, right?
No. It will be available with this database only. Oracle database, somewhere it is there. Somewhere SQL Server Database is there. So we have to select that database name and what is the schema, what is the table name from Informatica. So that Informatica tool will be configured with all these databases.
Okay, got it. Okay, got it. I thought that they also convert it to files and then it will. Okay, understand.
Okay. So this is for administration part, this repository manager or repository, and these three things are coming under development. So development, testing and support, these three are required. In designer tools, create mapping. So these are few things available in this designer component or designer tool, you can say. Okay, so under this designer, we have to define one source first, that is called a source analyzer. These names you can remember, they are asking in the interview. If you will not able to tell the name, then they can capture you have not worked. So 5 things are present in this designer component. Out of 4 components, 3 components we need to work. So first one is designer component. Once complete the designer, then only we can work on workflow manager. After complete workflow manager, we have to go for the workflow monitor. Okay, so in this repository, leave that all the admin related activity. Designer, we have to design, we have to build, create a mapping. So in this designer, what are the things need to do? We have to define one source. Where is the source available? Informatica should know what is the source. Then what is the target? Informatica should know. This PowerCenter tool. Then in between source and target table or file, whatever it may be, which columns are mapping with which columns in source and target both. Suppose customer ID is present in source, but CID is present in target, then the column name is changing. So customer ID need to be mapped with this target. So those type of mapping we have to do. Next one is mapping. Next, fourth one, if mapping happened at the time of mapping, it will be not straightforward always one-to-one mapping. Maybe some conversion will happen, maybe some transformations will be added. Suppose your customer ID is available in this source table, CID is available in this target table. So customer ID to CID we map. But whenever we are mapping, in the requirement it will be mentioned that the profit should be 50%, then only it will go to the target. So where profit is greater than 50%, in that case all customer ID will not go. So those what it is happening, some filtration is happening. This is one small example. Similarly, so many transformations are there. Okay, so many transformations are available. All those transformations, if it is adding, then that is the business logic only. So need to create transformation also. This is one thing, and another is Mapplet. We can create. So what is this Mapplet? What is Mapplet? That is also one interview question. Mapplet is the combination of multiple mappings. One mapping we have to create. If more than one mapping we are creating, then that is called as Mapplet. Okay, so multiple combinations, if it is coming as a mapping, then that is called as Mapplet. Transformations means filter, router, aggregator, sorter, joiner, those transformations need to be added. Then mapping, which column and which column of source and target, those we have to map. Then need to define source, need to define target. So these are the 5 things we have to do in this designer component. Next, after complete this source, target and mapping is compulsory. This transformation and maplet is not compulsory. It is means optional part. If it is required based on the scenario requirement, only need to do, otherwise it is not required. Next is workflow manager.
Prakash,
Yes.
sorry to you. Prakash, so mapping is always one-to-one, right?
Mapping means column mapping is one-to-one.
Okay.
One
Okay.
column will map with another means another column in the target table. 2 column we cannot take.
Okay, Prakash.
If 2 column we are taking, then one means transformation or one expression need to do. Suppose first name is one column and last name is another column in source table, but in target table full name is there, first name last name is not there. Combinedly first name plus last name is full name. So we cannot map 2 columns at a time in the target table. So what we have to do, we have to use a expression that is called as expression transformation. So using that expression transformation, we can write some code query, small query like in SQL we did same type of query, so that first name will be concatenate with this last name, then it will come with one name, that one will map in the target table. So 1 to 1 again it will come. So in middle we have to combine that. If any combination is coming in middle we have to do, but mapping part will be 1 to 1 only. If it is coming as 2, 3, 4 types, then first we have to make it 1, what is required in the target, then it will go with the mapping.
Okay. Okay, Prakash.
Okay, next is workflow manager. Okay, workflow manager, what to do? Here we have to execute that. Whatever we created here in this designer component, all those we have to execute here. So at the end, before execute, here also few tasks need to do. First one we have to create as task. That is also called as session. We can create one task or session. Then we can create another one is workflow. Then what to be execute? This workflow will be execute. So what is workflow? Workflow means all end-to-end cycle activity. Suppose you are doing some work from morning to evening. So what is your workflow? What is your day-to-day activity? So we can tell that morning I am doing this work at 6 a.m. then 7 a.m. this work. So all those things are there, 10 hours, 12 hours. So that is our life cycle. So what is that life cycle? Life cycle means our workflow. So here also in Informatica, once all these are defined, then for those we have to create one task or session, then we have to create one workflow, then we can execute this workflow, so that all this life cycle will be executed. It will take the source, here already it is defined but data is not taken. If we'll execute this, then it will take the data from that defined source where it is defined, then it will pull into target. If mapping is added, then it will do that mapping. If transformation is added, it will do the transformation. If maplet, so all those things it will be executed. Just we are defining, giving some path, that's all, where that file is located, what is the table name, what is those column names, then in which source it is available, what is the database name, those things only we have to mentioned here in this tool. No need to write long query, all those things. This is easy only. After that, using all those, we have to map with this task or session. So one session or task we can create in this component workflow manager, and that will be mapped with or linked with mapping. If single mapping, then it will be linked with mapping. If multiple mapping, then it will be linked with maplet. So either mapping it will be linked or maplet it will be linked. So whenever we are linking this session and mapping or session or maplet, session can be linked with mapping or session can be linked with maplet, anyone. So whenever we are linking 1 to 1 only, means one mapping can be mapped with one session or one maplet can be mapped with one session. Multiple is not possible. So this is one interview question also. How many mapping you are linking in one session in your project. Easily they can capture that you have worked or not. So mapping, if you are linking with session, that is one-to-one. Okay, now this session again we have to link with workflow. Finally workflow will be executed. So this session will be mapped now. With workflow. So this is one-to-many, many-to-one. One session can be mapped with one workflow also possible. Multiple sessions can be mapped with one workflow, that is also possible. Many-to-one or one-to-one also. Many-to-one means that is taking one-to-one also. Okay, so these two things you can remember, very small one, but they will capture whether you have worked or not. Okay, so one mapping, one session always. Two mapping, two sessions. One-to-one always. And session workflow, it can be one-to-one, it can be many-to-one also. Now we need to execute this workflow. After executing the workflow, where we can see what is going on, loaded or not, the data, then we have to monitor if it is time taking 1 hour, 2 hours, huge records are there, crores of records are there, maybe it will take 4 hours, 5 hours also. So we have to monitor how it is going on. So all those monitoring activity will be done in this component, workflow monitor component. We can monitor, then we can get the log file. So log file, one generic word we are telling in our application level, but coming to Informatica, log file what we will not tell, that is called as a session log. That is log file only, the name is changing here. In Informatica, the name is changing. That is session log. Okay, so log also we can check here, we can monitor here, and one chart will be generated. That chart we can see, and some summary we can see here. It is correctly loaded or not. If it is failed, then it will show failed. How many records are loaded from how many records. So all those summary we'll get here. So these are the activity we can do in all these three types of tools. Okay, so these are five things present in this designer component. One is source analyzer. Using this we can define the source. Another is target designer. Using this we can define the target. Transformation developer. Using this we can add some transformation. So these are the icons available. Source analyzer will look like this icon. Then target designer is looking like this icon. So source analyzer and target designer, here many people are doing mistake. Here also they are capturing in the interview. Source analyzer, target analyzer, many people are telling. Otherwise source designer, target designer they are telling. So not same. Source analyzer, the name they have given. Target designer. So remember this part also. Transformation developer, this component name. These are sub components coming under designer. So using transformation we can use different kinds of transformation, like first name, last name, we concatenated, and that is going to the target location. So that is one kind of transformation. Suppose where clause we are adding, where salary is greater than 5,000, that is one transformation. So any transformation is required, then that can be defined by using this transformation developer. Next is Mapplet designer. Okay, so Mapplet is not compulsory always, this is optional and very rare cases it will be used. Next, using this source, target and transformation developer, the mapping will be happen. So what is this mapping? Source to target mapping will be done. Column, which column to which column, using some transformation. Now multiple mappings are there. Suppose in the requirement, if some complex scenario you are getting, then multiple mappings will be required. Otherwise straightforward one mapping only. So if multiple mappings are created, then those will be again linked with this maplet. So maplet also one kind of mapping. On top of this mapping, another mapping will be created by giving multiple mapping. So mapping, we can say subset of okay, mapping is the subset of maplet also, we can tell, because multiple mappings only we are forming as a maplet. Okay, so logically it will define the ETL process. It will read the data from the source, means extract the data from the source, then apply some transformation logic, that is the business logic of the project. After that, it will write the data, means load the data, the transform data which are already transformed. That data it will load into target. So here this is the source. Some transformation happened. This is one transformation. This is one transformation. So always it is not like that one transformation will happen. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 based on the requirement. Okay. So finally it will go to the target table. So that target table is our data warehouse table. Okay, so here some example are given. Define the source. So one is orders table, another is customers table. Two tables are there. We have defined this, suppose. Now define any required transformation. What type of transformations are required? Sum of order amount. So what is this in SQL? Sum means one aggregate function. So here also one aggregate transformation is there. So we can understand this is one aggregate function, means aggregate transformation we have to add. Next, get extracted date. So to get the date, here date column will be there in orders table or customers table. So that date we can extract. So for date extraction, we don't require any aggregate function. So this is one separate column, only column, that column is available, direct it will come with that column only. If we are extracting the date with month only, in that column date, month and year is mentioned, but we need only month and year, date is not required, or only date and month is required. So those things need to be used using some function. Okay, so function related things if you are using, then which transformation will be used? Again, expression transformation. So this is one aggregator transformation. For this we can use expression transformation. Now get first letter of customer type. Okay, customer type, maybe Visa customer, master customer, credit card customer. These are different types, suppose. So first character only it is required in the target table. So what it will take, which functions will be used? Substring. In substring, first character, how to get substring, that column name 1,1. So first character it will take. So that same thing we can define in the tool also, in this Informatica PowerCenter tool also. So that first character it will take. So here multiple transformations are applied. Now it will take and load into the target location. If the target is file, then it will take as a file. If that is a table, then it will load into that table. Okay, so these are few lists of transformations. Around 30 types of transformations are available, like expression, then aggregator, another is a router, then expression, filter, sorter. These are different transformations. So out of 30 types of transformations, 10 transformations it is just added only, nobody is using, it is not using in any projects also. 20 are required. So those 20 are required for development, and for tester around 10 to 12 are required. So all those 10 to 12 transformations will cover. So few names are mentioned here with the icons. So source qualifier, SQ, that is source qualifier, this is the symbol. Fx, that is for expression. Filter, this is the symbol of filter transformation. Sorter, sorting the data, like order by ascending descending, A to Z it is mentioned. Aggregator, sum, average, count, this is the symbol. Joiner, merging the data from different tables, that is joiner transformation. Another is lookup transformation, lookup values and passes them into other objects. So it will also one kind of join only. So for testers, lookup they are not using, developer people are using. For lookup activity, we have to use this join only. So indirectly we can use the same thing using join. Looks up value and passes them into other objects. So we can combine the data from multiple tables, and we can pass that into another table, target table. Same thing we can do in this join also. Next, update strategy. So some insert, update, delete, all these operations will be required. Then using this update strategy it can happen. Then router, our source is one but our target is multiple, so the source data will be routed to multiple tables. Suppose USA data, it will go to US table, then UK data, it will go to UK table, and India data, it will go to India table. This can happen. Or profit will go to one table, loss will go to another table. So depend upon the scenario, it will route to multiple tables. In that case, router transformation. Then transaction control, it will allow the data driven commits and rollbacks. So whenever the data are loading means one type of insertion only, insert activity is happening, that is called as loading. So after insert, if we are not giving commit, then it will be not stored permanently, again it will be gone after close that session. That's why transaction control also developer people are adding that, so that it will be used as a commit if commit is added in the transaction control. Transformation. Another is union transformation. Perform say union all. So union all already we covered in SQL. Using that concept union all, here also one transformation is there, but the transformation name is union. Transformation name is union. The meaning of that is union all. The concept is union all. So no confusion. This is also one interview question you will get. What is union transformation and which concept is using in this union transformation? Okay, so out of 4 set operator, only one set operator is available as transformation. That name is union transformation, but the concept is coming like union all. Another is Java transformation. So allows Java syntax to be used within PowerCenter. So some coding related transformations are there, those are not required for tester. Some query related transformations are there, those are required for tester. Okay, so around 10 to 12 transformations are available which are related to query, and some other transformations are there which are related to coding. So coding related plus query related, both are required for developer. Only query related transformations are required for testers. So all those we will cover one by one in that Informatica. Okay, Mapplet setup transformations. Okay, so whenever we are using this Mapplet, it can be reusable also. Okay, so reusable means we can create one time and second time onwards for another requirement, same thing is required, then it can be reused. So that reuse, where to define? In session level we have to define the another component. So if we will define that as a reusable, then it can be used again and again. If non-reusable, then it will be used only one time. Okay, so what is reusable and what is non-reusable and where to define? That is also one question they are asking. So once we'll start with the practical, everything you will be able to remember. Okay, next is data sources defined outside Mapplet. Okay, so if Mapplet is already created, then where it will go? Okay, so here all mapping we are doing. This is one source, then it went with some transformation, another transformation, then another transformation. Finally, it is loading into the target table. Suppose this is one fact table. Finally, it is loaded. So in middle, so many transformations happen. Now coming to this Mapplet, this is one Mapplet we have created. Okay, so multiple mapping means that is coming as Mapplet. So Mapplet we can create here also, otherwise outside also it can be created. In two ways it can be created, this Mapplet. Okay, now coming to this workflow manager. In workflow manager, these are the 3 icons and 3 means sub-components are available. One is task developer. So using this task developer, we can create a session or task. Some are telling task, some are telling session. We can create reusable, we can create non-reusable. Both kind of tasks we can create here. After creating this task or session, we can link with workflow designer. Okay, so here also another option is available, worklet, like Maplet. So multiple workflows, if combined together, then that is called as worklet. only one workflow, then that is workflow only. If more than one workflow, 2, 3, 5, 10 are there, and we are combining all those, and again we are preparing another workflow. So under that main or big workflow, some sub workflow are there. So in that case, that big workflow, we can tell it as a worklet. So for that, another sub component is available, worklet designer. So these are the three components available in this workflow manager component. Okay, next task related. An executable set of actions, functions, or commands are there. So this you should know will not involve in those activities. Session, task, run, a mapping. So session, it will execute. Workflow execute means session will execute. Session will execute means mapping will execute. Mapping will execute means all those what are coming under this mapping 5 parts are there. Everything it will be executed. So at the end, all will be executed. Now next is command task. So some shell scripting, if it is required, developer people are using some shell scripting, then command task, one option is available here under this task subcomponent. They will do that. Just we should know, we will not involve in those email tasks. Email will be triggered. Okay, so email is coming or not. Once we are executing the workflow, the data will be loaded. After loading the data, it should come with some mail, which mail ID are configured. So if it is not coming mail, then we can raise bug. But if it is coming mail correctly with some information, then that is fine. So developer people are configuring some mail also in those mail. Okay, decision task branches workflow conditionally. Some decision task branches also there. If this condition is satisfying, then this workflow will execute. Otherwise, another workflow will execute. So this type of activity also it can be added. Then timer task. So it can be scheduled with some particular time. Night, suppose 12 o'clock, midnight, it will execute that workflow. So automatically it will trigger. No need to execute manually. If manually, then we have to right click and execute. If not manually, then schedule some time, automatically it will be executed. That is timer task. So this first one is required for the testing, other are required for the developer. But we should know what are the options and which purpose it will be used. Okay, so after that it will create with some log. Okay, so here two types of logs are there. One is detail level and another is summary level. So detail level log developer people are using, summary level log testers are using. So summary level log means just it will mention in 3-4 lines like how many records are loaded, how much time it took to load all those data, then successfully loaded or not, or failed, and where is the failed criteria, what happened, what is the reason. Just some summary it will come. And detail level means line by line it will display thousands of lines in that log file. So developer people will use these detail level log for their fixing. They can understand what exactly the issue. Okay, now we can go how to open this software. So this is installed in this VMware. Okay, Windows, this one. If you will open this, click on that button, play button, it will open this. This VMware related software is good one actually. This will not take much time for installation or any other things. And once it is not working, then we can keep one backup that software. We can delete the previous one, we can reuse the new one. So that is not time taking process. But another software is there, that is the time taking process. And the problem of this VMware software is it needs some high configuration, i5 and 8 GB RAM. Otherwise, this is the good one only. Okay, so this is one software I already gave and few are already installed. Who installed this software? One Susant. Vani, you also installed now this one, this software?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so for you it will work. or Sushant also it will work, who are having less configuration for them another software. Okay.
Prakash, we have to install this software before installing the Informatica?
No, this VMware software which I am showing here, this is including everything. This is a ready-made software, heavy one, around 22 GB, very heavy one software. So here SQL Developer is there, Oracle is there, then Informatica PowerCenter is there with all those 4 components. Then MySQL also, I think it is there, SQL Server, all together it is present here and already configured also. Just first we have to install VMware. Under that we have to open this software. That's all. 20 minutes only it will take, max 15-20 minutes. No need of
Okay.
any configuration, deployment, lengthy process of installation, nothing is required.
Okay, so if I have to install, so I have to install this software, right? Instead.
Yes. So here everything is there. We can do. I kept one folder, SQL Developer folder in this software. So direct open this. Third one is SQL Developer.exe. So we can open this SQL Developer.exe, and here we can write the query also. Oracle. You can do practice only database part also here.
Okay, okay.
This is ready-made only, so for long term we can use this. I am using this from long time, 10 years, 12 years, till now it is working. No problem, nothing. But another software is there, it will create again and again problem, which is for low configuration. That is okay. So here also we are getting some connection in that SQL Developer tool. New connection also we can create using this plus symbol. So who will use this software? You can use this TGTHR connection. Everything I kept here. Connect. Okay, so it is connected. Here we can write some query. Select star from v $version. Oracle 11G. This is 11.2.0.2.0. So here it is already present with this Oracle database. Few queries are required for practice, that also I have given with small table creation. You can use the same for the reference. And SQL Server also it is present, another database, SQL Server. Here we can open this also. So one database you can do for your practice, rest of the things will be same only. Just we have to select the database while defining, that's all. Rest of the things the data will come to the target location. If multiple database, maybe again you will get confused. Okay, next we have to start the Informatica PowerCenter tool. So how to start the Informatica PowerCenter tool? 4 components are there. So out of 4 components, one kept here in start only. So if you install in some other places also, one option you will get, any option, that is out of 4 component, any option you are seeing anywhere, just open that first. So here it is available in the start. Okay, so before open this, first we have to start the services, respective services, then only it will work, otherwise it will not work. So here one shortcut is given in this software. If you are using some other software installed from some other places, then maybe it is present, may not be it is present. So this is a just shortcut for starting the services. We have to click here, it will start the services. Otherwise we can go in this way, start, run. Here you can note down services.msc, need to type services.msc. Already it is coming. I typed earlier, so automatically it is coming. If it will not come, then we have to write here services.msc. After that, click on OK. Okay, this window it open. Now few services are required here. In some software, if you will open, automatically those will be started. In some software, that will be not started. So automatic option is there, means who will do the installation. In Office, admin team will be there, installation teams will be there. If they mention as automatically restart the services, then automatically it will come. If they have not configured that automatic service restarted, then we have to do that restart. So how to do? Just right click and start. So all these services are not required, we cannot understand, which are required to run at the time of Informatica. All those are showing as started only. So few importance are there. Oracle related, because Oracle we will use. So Oracle Service XC, this is started. So this one we have to use. Here automatic. So in this software it is mentioned as automatic, that's why automatically it is started already. So this is one required, we can check. And next one is Informatica related. I. So here this software is having 9.1.0 version of Informatica. So these services is not running now because not mentioned as automatic at the time of installation or configuration. So here we can do manually. How to do? Right click, start. Since it is not running, so start is enabled. If it will run once, then stop will be enabled, start will be disabled. Okay, now I'm clicking this start. Okay, so once it is started, then we need to wait for few minutes. 2-3 minutes around need to wait. That depend upon the system actually. If your system is 24 GB RAM and 16 GB, sorry, 24 GB RAM and i7 processor, then within 5 seconds also it will work. My system is 16 GB RAM and i7 processor. For me, it takes around 1 minute. And for yours, so 8 GB RAM and i5 processor, then maybe 2 minutes it will take. So like that, few times we have to wait. Immediately, if you are opening Informatica, then it will not open because this is very huge software. So after starting, it will be connected with so many inside it is there, so many sub components and all those things. It will take some time, 1 minute, 2 minutes, based on the configuration of the system. Okay. After that, we can open that Informatica, any one component. From that component, again, other component options are available. We can open. So it will take some time, 2 minutes around. Till now, any questions? You can wait one more minute to open this.
No, sir.
Okay. So till now, all are clear. Vani, Harika, Vaibhav.
Yes, Prakash.
Okay. Raju, you are also clear.
Yeah, Prakash, but I'm thinking my system has very less configuration as per your comments. Don't know, I have to buy a new laptop in that case.
No, why you will purchase a laptop for the small thing? Laptop will not required to purchase. For that, another software is there. Every system it will work. So some persons are doing 6-7 hours, 8 hours it will take. Some are
But
taking some
then
other software also.
mine is like i3 second generation.
Yes, yes, it will work. It will work. I have also another system, i3. It is working. Another software is required for that. That is lengthy process, so we cannot.
It will get stuck, right?
Sometime it can stop also. If some lengthy process you are doing, 3-4 transformations you are doing at that time, it will be very slow. Because whenever you are executing the workflow, also by default it will be taken based on the data. Suppose 100 records are there, so it should be loaded within 5 seconds or 10 seconds. So if the configuration is very low, then it will take around 2 minutes, 3 minutes. So what will happen in that case? The expectation time is 10 seconds, but it is taking 2 minutes something. So the expected time automatically it is taking. This is a tool. So tool will automatically understand 100 record means 10 seconds. We will not give that time. So if it is beyond that 10 seconds, then it will show as a fail or something. So that type of issue maybe you will get.
Okay, because is there any way that we can use from some other desktop like
No, like Oracle, some online tools are there, live SQL. Here, Informatica live tools you will not get. This is very
no, what
used
I'm asking
software.
is like a remote desktop.
Remote desktop, yes, if you are purchasing this cloud, in that cloud also many software they are giving, and as remotely we can work. Monthly, some charges are there need to pay. They are taking cloud, AWS or something. If you are using maybe 2000 something they are taking per month. But again,
I should pay an EMI for a new
Informatica
laptop.
will be not there. Informatica will be not there. These straightforward softwares are there. Oracle, Java, Python, those softwares will be there.
Okay.
Informatica very costly one actually. These ETL tools are very costly. In company also they are purchasing for one team 1 year, and okay, for one project 30 lakhs around they are giving. This is very costly one. So whatever we are using, somebody taken from some project and they are selling outside, we are taking that software. So that is a separate case. But if you will come to license version which are used by the company and some authentications are there, those are very costly. So in this softwares also a lot of things are present. It cannot become easily into cloud or remote. In that remote you can do some other software, no problem. Okay, so better you have to install in that laptop only for practice. It will work. Slowly you have to do it.
Okay,
Okay, now we can open this. So I'm clicking PowerCenter Designer. Immediately don't open, it will not open, some error you will get. Just wait for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, or better 5 minutes you can wait based on the laptop configuration. Okay, so here we will use this software which I have given or I am using. Repository is there after opening. So one is test, another is InfraRepo dev. So in this InfraRepo dev only other components are configured here. So use this one only. Repository means container. Under this so many names will be there. In project also which one you have to use, they will give for your project, for your requirement, which repository need to use. So connect that. How to connect? Right click, connect. Okay, so here for my software who are using Sushant and Vani, you are using. So for them I have given the same ID and password, username and password. In this way you can connect. Administrator, who installed some other places, then you already got that username and password from that person, so that one you can give. I have given same only, A capital, administrator. Now connect. Okay, so under this repository it will display with some folders. Okay, so Jan testing, one folder name is there, Red Tester, Sulekha, Test Amit, like the different names are available here. So those are different folders. Under repositories, multiple repository names are there. Under each repository, different folders are there. So which folder you have to work, that you have to select. In your project also same thing, it will come. After the opening this repository, maybe 20, 30, 50 folders will be there. So which is yours one, that you have to open again. So how to open? Right click, connect again. Okay, so for this software, my software, everything I kept in this folder, red_tester. So whenever you are using, you can use this folder for your reference purpose, and you can do other folder for your practice purpose without seeing anything in this red tester. If you are getting some doubt, then everything I kept here in red tester. So right now I'm opening this red_tester folder. Connect. Here these are few subcomponents are available under this folder. One is business component, so that is not required for us. Few are required. One is source, this is required. One is target, this is required. Then cube, dimension, developer people will prepare, so those are also not required. For tester, which are required: source, another is target, another is transformation, mapping, and maplet. These 5 things are required here. So here few test cases we have to check. Okay, so before that I'm telling other components how to open. So one component we already open here, that is Informatica PowerCenter Designer. So other components, what are those? Here we can take our cursor, our mouse, it will display the name. R, that is repository manager. I'm taking the cursor to D, designer, taking the cursor to W, workflow manager. Now cursor is in M, workflow monitor. So 4 components are available. Any component is open, then these 4 are available in that component. So next component, if you are going to open, then we can click from here. So I'm clicking now in this W. Before starting your work, we have to open with all these 3 components. Now click this. Another window it will open, not in same window. So this is another window. This window is for PowerCenter Workflow Manager. Workflow Manager, this component. So already we opened with one repository and one folder. Next we are opening another component, so automatically it will take that only, red tester. It opened with this repository only and it will open with red tester. If it is not taking by default, then again we can connect. So repository it took by default, but this folder it is not taking by default because connect is enabled. If it is taking by default, then connect will be disabled. Then click this connect. Now it is connected with this folder. So we have to work with this repository with this folder, respective folder. Similarly, if we'll click from this component M, then another component will open in another window, or we can click from here also, previous one, designer component. This is one way. Otherwise, in another way also we can open. Go to tools menu. Here 4 options are available: repository manager, designer, workflow manager, workflow monitor. Which one we require, that we can click from here also. Any option is fine. So workflow manager already clicked and opened. Now I'm clicking this one, workflow monitor. Click this. Okay, so this is workflow monitor for monitoring purpose. Log file check we can do, some chart diagram we can see, performance timing we can capture. Those activity we can do here. So first work will be designer only. Okay, now we can come back to designer. In this designer component, in repository nothing will be used. Add configuration, those are for installation, deployment, configuration related things. So if it is not connected, then repository connect we can do. If it is connected, then already we can solve that. We can do from here also, right click and connect. That already done. Now for closing repository exit, that only we have to work, nothing else. Now edit part is not required. We will not do any edit, and edit is disabled for tester. Copy, delete, clear, all those things will be disabled. View, that is not required. Direct tools only. So in tools we can check. These are the sub-components of designer component: source analyzer, target designer, transformation developer, mapplet designer, mapping designer. And these are 4 main components. So all these we can open from here, tools. So this tools is required to open. That's all, nothing else. Only for opening these components and sub-components we can go from this tools menu. Okay, next
This
is
integrated with Oracle.
Yes, it is already configured with Oracle. So we opened one database, Oracle here. So this Oracle is already configured with this information, with all these components, 4 components.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Okay, now help is there. In help, go to the last one, workflow Informatica designer. So here we can see the version, which version we are working, 9.1.0 hotfix 2. This version we are using, we can see from here. And another is help contents. So here, if so many things are available in office, you stuck with some scenario you are not able to understand, then no need to go anywhere. Here only you can check that information they already provided here. Just search by giving some name. Suppose you are not able to understand joiner. Type here, click this list topic. These are so many topics available. No need of any books also. Everything is present here, but in very detailed level, which is required, we can go into that. Suppose outer join support, we don't, we are not able to understand, or workflow worklet, we are not able to understand. Click this. After double click, in right side it will come all those things. So this will be your notes only. Everything is mentioned very clearly. Okay, so anywhere we can stop. So many things are there, we can check from here also. So all these in detail not required for tester, developer people, so many things they have to do. Okay, so for documentation related also one option is available. Now how to enter into this folder? First we have to open this folder. Open. Already connected. After connected, we have to click this open. Okay, now by default some things are open. Okay, now after opening, this red underscore tester folder is visible as bold color, means it is opened already. Previously you observed these tools, we okay, these informations were not present. This mapping, transformation, windows, sorry, windows was there. The mapping and transformation, these two options were not there. Now after open only it is coming. Okay, so after open, these two will be visible. One is mapping and another is transformations. So this mapping related informations are present. In this transformation related are present. So without any transformation, first we can do using some mapping. So how to do mapping, then create. So using this create, we can create a mapping. Okay, so before doing the mapping, first what we have to do, we have to define a source. Here some icons are there. First one is source. Yes.
Already mapped, right?
So this is the previous mapped one, so we can map freshly new one. This is by default it opened.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so if anything is displaying, right click we can do, and clear option is enabled, then if you will click this, it will be clear also. Okay, so by default it is coming and clear option is not enabled, we cannot clear that. If we are doing some other new one, then it will be not visible, that will be visible. So here 5 icons are present: source analyzer, target designer, transformation developer, Mapplet designer, and mapping designer. Using these 5, we can do all these mapping related activity. So if you will work in some project, in many project for tester, they are not giving this designer access also. We have to work from another 2 components. In few projects they are giving designer component, but we should prepare with all these 3 components. We don't know in which project what they will give. We have to prepare with all these. So all these 5 options we can get from here also in mapping. Okay, if we'll click here, source is coming. Source. So you can see here import from database. Now we can define here which is our source. Source. If our source is database, we have to select import from database. If our source is in file, then we have to select import from file. So nowadays this first 2 only it is using everywhere. If you can go for any project, file table. So earlier, very old, whenever we started our career, at that time some COBOL also we are getting XML, then PeopleSoft, TIPO, lot of things was there. But nowadays first two only. It is very simple only. If any complexity is there, first they are converting into table with some database or file, then only the process work is starting. So table to table we can do first. Our source is table and target is table. So what option we have to select? Import from database we have to select. Click this, then this window we will get. Now, what is our data source? That name we have to give. For this software, this is the data source. By default, it is coming. conn_tgthr_oracle in XC. So for your software, if some lists are coming, which is the correct one, need to select. Then username. Username I have given tgthr and the owner name is tgthr, capital letter, and password also same I have given. All are same only. tgthr. Who are using this software, they can use this username and password.
Prakash,
Now, okay.
yeah, Prakash. So, could you please indicate the source, like as you said that the list will come down. So I don't understand. I just want to ask that where that list will come. It's like
Which list?
in source, the window
Um,
which was open there. If you,
this is for source.
yeah,
So
yeah,
which source we are using? If database we are using as a source, some table we are using.
right.
Table means database. So this one we have to
Ye-
select. Import from database. If
Okay,
file is
so
our
when we,
source, then second one we have to select.
yeah, that I got it, Prakash. I'm asking that if you click on import from database,
Okay.
after this there is written
Okay.
this EC data source. So the list which is coming inside it, from where it is coming?
This one.
Yeah, this list.
Okay. So whenever it is installed, at that time it is given so many options, different databases or different versions, all those things. So all those list it is coming, different instance name, then different schema name. Those will come and populate here. If only
Okay,
one is given at the time of installation, only one it will come.
okay, Prakash. So actually, I just want to understand in the real time scenario.
Okay.
So in that,
So in real time also they will tell in your team which one you have to select. That one only you can note down and every time you can use that only.
okay,
If
so
it is a
the,
Oracle database. If SQL Server database, then another you have to select. If
okay, so
DB2, then another you can select. So for which one, perspective all will be there.
okay, so this list which is coming down, this is the common list throughout. If I am using the same software, so I also received the same
Okay.
list.
Yes, if you will use this software, then you will also receive all these list. You will get all these list. In Office, more list will be there, 20, 30, 50 list will be there. So based on your project and requirement, which one you have to select, you will get that from your team only.
Okay, so in that case, if suppose let's say the I'm getting some data from somewhere else, some another uh, which is
Okay.
not in the list, then how will I?
Okay. Okay, so from where you are getting, suppose DB2, you are getting the data, and DB2 is
Mhm.
not listed here. So
Right.
in that case, yeah, as a real time, you have to drop a mail to the admin team so that they can give that access and they will add that source. So that is another team requirement, admin part, repository component it will come.
Okay. 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 So on
Okay.
this list, that like the for example, like you have selected the first one, so it will contain some table, right? It is containing some.
Yes. So if I'm selecting this one, then in
Mhm.
that subtables are already contained. So this is Oracle database. So here which we open this Oracle with SQL Developer, it contains with some tables. So all those tables can be visible here also after connecting.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
If you will select DB2 and you are connecting, then all those DB2 related tables will be able to see here.
Okay, Prakash. Okay.
Okay, now just connecting. Okay, so here it is coming with this instance name. Expand this, expand this. So these are the list of tables which is already configured with this database Oracle. So whatever it is present, all the tables, list of tables, those we are able to see from here also now. Now which is our source table, that we have to select here. So we can do one thing, we can create a fresh table here and we can use that as a source. Okay, so here one query already kept for practice. You can use this and create a table. Same create and insert, same thing only. Create table, table name. So source table name, if it is, then SRS or SRC underscore, like that it will be given, so that it will be easy to understand. So we can give SRC underscore EMP. Any name we can give, suppose 11, maybe it is already present, so we can give some other names. 87. EID is one column. Number 5. So you will not do all these things, this will be done by developer only, but we should know how they are doing and what is the process and to and fro. EID, this number, if it is primary key, then primary key. Ename varchar 220 cell. So already we created how to create the table. Cell number 10 city varchar 220 phone number. So these are the columns with data type. We can create a source table. Source table is created. Now we can insert some data into this table. Insert into this table name. Table name is 87 EMP. So we can change here. Okay. Insert into table name values 1 alias alias 24,000 Mumbai 260876. So in this EID is there, EID value, primary key, then ename alias salary 24,000 city Mumbai, phone number, this is the phone number. So some data we have entered. Similarly, another insert statement. Okay, around 10, 11, 12 rows are there. We can execute all at a time. Okay, now if I execute this, then those data will be inserted. Now here one error is coming. Can you explain what is this error? I kept here intentionally. So can you tell what is this error? Try to understand what to rectify.
Prakash, could you repeat the question? Okay.
Yeah,
So
all
you
the
need
insert
to read
statement executed. So some error it is coming. Can you
Okay.
see which we executed and here some error? Both you can correlate. What is the problem? Can you tell?
Some duplicate. Yeah. I think so. 1010 the same. uh,
first column is the primary key column. Primary key column not accept duplicate values. Here we are
Okay.
writing the repeated 10
10, 10, yes.
Krishna.
Yes,
That's
very
why
good.
error is coming.
Yes, so here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is there. 10 after that again 10 is there. So here it contradicts something. Next 11. So this maybe it is not inserted. Now if we will check select star from this table name, these are the data inserted. So this 10 was repeated. Second one Kiran is first 10 and another 10 is Chinmay. So which is inserted? 10 Kiran, first one inserted. After that it tried for the second one, it is primary key, so 10 it is not taking. Now we can do this 12 and we can execute. Another row is inserted. Now all those 12 rows we can able to see. Okay, so 12 rows are present with this column. This is source table. Similarly, in the same database, we can create another table, target table. So you can concentrate for one database which is familiar, then we can go for other databases. Create table, table name, TGT for target giving, then EMP87 we have given. So same kind of name we can give so that it will be easy to correlate. TGT underscore EMP87. Here create table, table name, EMP ID is there. In source, what is that column name? EID. So these two will be made. EID to employee ID. This is also primary key. Then EMP underscore NM is there. That is employee name. In source, what is the name? E name. Column name can be different, but the meaning should be same. So which are having same meaning, those will be made. Okay, next is salary. In source, SAL was the column name. In target, SALARY. Salary is the column name. Now place. In source, city was the name, and in target, place is the name. So those city names will be loaded into this place column. Phone number was there in source. Contact number is contact column name is coming in this target. Then incentive. Incentive is extra column in target, but that is not available in source. So whenever we load the data, then what is expected in this incentive column? Can you tell now? From source it will come, but in source nothing is present incentive related. So after loading, what is expected in this incentive column?
Null, Prakash?
Yes, null is expected. So instead of null, if some other value it is coming, sometimes some random values also coming, garbage value will come, or not applicable it will come, with some spaces it will come. So those are the problem we have to identify. If that column is not added in the source, but it is added some extra column in target, then be careful. Those columns we have to check also. If it is expected with null and something is coming, then that is a problem. We can raise that as a bug. Okay, now we can create this target table here, just executing this. Okay, now we can check this table, select star from TGT underscore EMP87. No data is there. So in our source, some data is there. In our target, no data is there. Now we load this data from source to target. Now the database part is done. Now we can go to this designer component. Okay, so firstly we can open this source, import from database, connect, expand this, expand this. So what is our table name? We can search from here. All these tables are present from the database only it is coming. So if more tables are present, 200, 500, 1000 tables are present, scroll up, scroll down will be difficult. So in that case, we can put the name here in this text box and we can search that. So what is the table name? Our source table name, SRC. src underscore emp87. Search. Okay, after search again we can expand this. So this is searcher coming, only one now. Now select this table name, click on OK. Okay, so just now we defined this table, it came here. We are in source, this is defined now. Now after defining, don't leave that. Sometimes developer people forget and leave that. We have to save this. So how to save? Repository save option is there. And what is the shortcut of that? Control S. So shortcut also we can use. Now I am saving this, Control S. After saving, it should come with this data, few information. So what it is mentioned, in which date it is created and saved, 16 Jan 2021, which time, this time, saving means already saved, repository name, folder name, and this is the source, this is the database name, this is the table name. Everything is coming here. Now in Informatica, it is available with this data. So this is our source table. Right click, preview the data, whether it came or not in this Informatica. Username, these are some test cases we have to check. You will get the mapping details from the development team. Many projects they are giving mapping only. From mapping onwards we have to use as part of testing. So in mapping, what are present? Source, target, transformation. So all those we have to check. So this will be your first testing point. In this source table, data is present or not, which is already defined in this Informatica. If here only data is not present, then what you will do in your testing? You have to stop here only. So first we can check here. Okay, so all these data are coming, 12 rows. So in our source we can check here, 12 rows are there. That source same data we are seeing here also. Okay, so here no data is there, then we can raise bug here. This is one test case we have to check here. Then second one, go to this left side, source is there. Expand this. If your source is database, then first one we have to select. Source is file, then this one we have to select, flat file. So our source is a database, we can select this one, expand this. This name is present or not here, src underscore emp87. Okay, so before defining this it was not present, now only it is coming. So this is present, this is another test case. Okay, in source also it is present, it is pass. Now source is done. Again if you will save, then this message it will come, no changes happen. How it will save again? Already we saved, don't forget to save. Now we can go for target, we can define, click on target, this is the target one. So in menu bar also target is coming now. If source is clicked, then in menu bar source will come. If target is clicked, then in menu bar targets will come. Same process only, import from database. So now database to database we are doing this loading ETL, table to table. So we can select this one, import from database. Connect, expand, tables. Then which is our source, target table. Okay, this is source. So sometime what the developer are doing, EMP87 and EMP87. So they are confusing, or maybe by mistake they will do for source also this table and for target also this table name they have given. So whenever it is coming for testing, same table name you will get. So some problem will come again while loading. So this type of issue you will find out. PGT this one, TGT underscore EMP87. Just now we created for target. So we can select this, click on OK. Now it is coming here in target. Same thing we have to save here, target. Now in target no data are there. We can check that, right click, preview data. no data is there, but all those column and structures are present here. Okay, so now it is defined source and target. Okay, till now all are clear?
Yes, Prakash.
Okay. Okay, so mapping will take time. Tomorrow we'll continue then. Or today we can stop slowly. We'll go from starting all flow.